I'm tired today. I'm tired. It was a long week. I did like 9 interviews this week. It has a happy ending. I was offered the position I wanted out of all of them the most. I didn't expect to want, but I did by the end. And I still get to go through all the onboarding process and everything. But I think even though I'm pretty experienced in interviewing, I don't get too riled up about it. It still takes a lot out of you. And it's a change in seasons. We're going from summer to fall, winter here. Yesterday was super wintry. Today the sun's out again, thankfully, but it's still cold. The house is like 60. I think I'm feeling that. And I've been busy. It feels a little silly to say I'm tired. I feel like I should be super rested up, and I obviously haven't been resting enough. I've been doing a lot, organizing the house and nutrition and exercise and, this videos and channel and meditating, but also just dredging up a lot of stuff, dredging up the past, facing my past, shame, traveling. It's just been a lot. And I've gotten to do a lot more fun and play and expression and all the things on my fun little list here. But that number 4 is beautifully written, isn't it? But I will rewrite it. But the number 4, rest and relaxation. I don't think I've done that one as well. So that gets to be my highest priority this week, frankly, because I'm jumping back into a very busy business, and it's the busiest time of the year. And so I get to be ready to jump in and play and lead. And I will be. So what does rest look like for us? Reading. Reading. I really love to reflect and read. It's one of my main ways of relaxing. Other than playing video games, which is not as interesting for us. I'm a big gamer, believe it or not. But not everything I do is spiritual, to say the least. But reading has really helped me understand the nature of reality and how I'm getting what I'm getting more than anything else, I think. So continuing to dive in there and evolve the lessons. Probably my posting will go down to once or twice a week. We'll see. I guess it depends what the schedule's like, what I'm inspired to do. But for this week, we're still going to do a good bit of reading, and probably need to get the videos on my channel more organized. And I think from this, a calling is starting to emerge, but we're not there quite yet. So I'm going to continue to be with that, and just kind of wanted to update. I'm tired. Hope you're not as tired as I am. And I'm very reflective. Just, there's something lovely happening here, something lovely emerging, and I want to really relish every moment of that. I want to relish the beauty of this. I got an incredible email this morning from Carolyn Meese. I mean, it's just one of her blast emails, but she has a lady who's doing a presentation on joy is your most powerful medicine, and joy is her justice. She put out a book, and the importance of being joyful. And I thought that was really cool, because it's someone obviously she's a doctor and printed a book, and much bigger footprints and much larger audience than myself, in the same conversation of how important it is to prioritize our own joy. Of course, she also has a thing that joy is different than happiness. But whether it's joy we're seeking, or freedom, or empowerment, or happiness, it's the same conversation, that this gets to be the most important thing. And as I've prioritized it, it's interesting to watch how it morphs and changes, our journey to it, and how we maintain it, and what it continues to reveal. But I think the coolest thing through this process has been realizing that I'm having a conversation with something. And I don't mean that in like a creepy woo-woo way, but I mean, I do have more and more, I realize, a non-physical self, like something that is, I am asking and it's being given. And the biggest piece of that is in knowledge. I'll be thinking about a concept of something that I'm studying, and then it's like the answer comes to me within 24 to 48 hours before I've even realized I'm asking. And I'm like, wow, I mean, I don't even say that on a video or out loud. Like, something is aware of what my spirit is asking for, and it's delivering it. And I think that's the biggest shift over the last few months, is building my own faith in this conversation, that I'm not alone, that I'm actually very loved and cared for, and something, a piece of me is into this journey that I'm having in the physicality in a really positive way, and that there's something happening. There's a way to bring forth more goodness. And when you get in this conversation, there's really no more important conversation than people thriving. And even when I was looking for work this week, it kind of came to me that I was looking for a place for my ministry, in the sense of not to convert anyone or talk about spirituality per se, but to make people feel seen and heard, to love them, and to help heal them and heal myself through it, in just our way of being in relationship, and learning a lot about what that looks like, how you're in relationship with people, how you can heal people you're in relationship with, and heal yourself through that, and be part of this conversation, this sort of complex mechanism of non-physical working to help us live our best lives, for lack of better phrasing, and meeting our needs. And as long as we're too busy and too tired and have minds that are just full of running thoughts, we can't realize that our minds are a part of our spirituality, and the most powerful thing that we have, that it is our God center, if you will. I mean, I always kind of had mind, body, spirit, and like God was in the spirit, and body's kind of separate, and mind, like I had them as really three various, like on a Venn diagram, like they're each separate, but they overfold. And I'm beginning to realize it's not like that at all. It's all mind. Spirit is part of your mind. Body is part of your mind. All are very affected, and the center is in the mind. It's just you have different pieces of your mind. You sort of have a spirit piece and a body piece. It's kind of split. And depending where we spend a lot of our time gets us the results we get. And that level of accountability and ownership is really exciting. And to get it the way I'm getting it is really exciting. And to feel connected the way I'm feeling, and faith in that connection that doesn't look like I'm going to church and I'm praying and so it means I have faith. There's a living, breathing movement to it. It's very different. And that, I think, is the greatest gain from this, and probably the purpose of this, and what I was looking for, is learning to listen and be inspired and move and feel. Even the job I got, I did not on paper, I think, I didn't even really remember applying for it. Kind of snuck in, but by the time it got to the end, I felt really good about it. I felt right. And then it's the thing that comes through. And then I asked, well, make it really simple so I know it's the right thing. And nothing else has kind of come through. And then there's that piece like, oh, I'm being rejected. And I'm like, well, I asked for clarity, and I asked for direction, and I asked for this to be simple. So the one that I feel the best about, being the one that comes through, is the real answer to what I was asking for. And it's being given to me. It's in the subtleties. So let's rest this week. Let's read. Let's reflect before things get really busy.